Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a real hidden gem named Gestalt Steam and Cinder. You might not have heard a lot about this game before, but trust me, it's one you don't want to miss. So, should you spend your hard-earned money on it? Stick around and let's find out together. Before we get into the details, here's what you need to know. Gestalt Steam and Cinder is a story-rich Metroidvania that is inspired by the 16 and 32-bit classics. It blends tight 2D platforming and exhilarating combat, with a captivating narrative full of twists and turns. But what makes it truly stand out is the gorgeous, handcrafted steampunk world where the game takes place. Ready to dive deeper? Let's break it down. Gestalt Steam and Cinder starts strong with a beautiful intro of the story. The art style immediately grabbed my attention with its beautiful pixel art, but it's not just about looks. Gestalt Steam and Cinder also hits the ground running with its gameplay, introducing you to all the basic moves you will need to know. It does this with tips and instructions sprayed on the background like graffiti, all while also introducing you to the first elements of the story. But is it full steam ahead? Let's move on. Let's talk about the story. Gestalt Steam and Cinder starts in the steampunk city of Canaan. The story itself revolves around Althea, a so-called Soldner, who is tasked with protecting the city from the Achaeans that threaten it. In times long past, the world was being overrun by demons from the abyss, and humanity was being defeated at every turn. To fight back against the demons, humans needed to harness the power of the abyss for themselves. Because this power was too great, they built armors to contain and wield it, essentially becoming a bit of a demon in the process themselves. It worked. The demons were defeated, but slowly the armors began corrupting their owners. All but one fell to this corruption, and luckily this one was able to defeat the leader of the corrupted, called Achaeans, and save what was left of humanity. They then built the last citadel, called Canaan, the Steam City. Now, fast forward many years to the present day, and the specific technology of the armors has been forgotten and buried. Actually, quite literally buried beneath the city. It's here that we meet Althea for the first time. She is on a mission to find a young guy that has gone into the depths to find old technology. I thought the story was very interesting, and together with the beautiful pixel art, it made it a very immersive experience that kept me wanting to play to see what would happen next. Alright, time for the heart of the game, the gameplay. Gestalt Steam and Cinder, being a Metroidvania, features the basic mechanics you would expect. Althea's main weapons are sword and gun for ranged attacks. Next to the weapons, you also have forward and backward dash at your disposal, for avoiding attacks of course. In most Metroidvanias, you usually acquire new weapons, but in this one you also have access to a type of skill grid, which can augment your existing weapons and skills. The choices you make in the skill grid will make certain areas of the game easier, but also makes others more challenging. Last but certainly not least, you also have some accessory slots, where you can equip items that provide some perks, as well as a health potion and other medicinal drinks that can help you out along the way. There's no difficulty setting to adjust, but luckily I thought the challenge was just right to keep the game going at a good pace. Once you get used to the dodge rolls and the timing of the enemies and bosses, you should not have too much trouble defeating them. There were not many secret areas to find, which I did miss a bit, although there are quite a few cute doggies that you can pet. You will know when one is close by if you hear the barking, so pay attention. Rumor has it that by petting all of the doggies in the game, you will get a pretty impressive reward. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to pet a good boy, regardless of the reward? The levels are a tad bit linear, which of course has the benefit of not getting lost very easily, but also makes it a bit less adventurous. Although, thanks to the great story that is presented to you throughout the game, with gorgeous pixel art and cutscenes, you will be continuing without any issue. As for the sound and music of Gestalt and Cinder, I must say I thought it was pretty good. During the cutscenes, the background music can only be described as pretty epic or grand. It really helps with giving you the feeling that you're experiencing a profound tale, and to be honest, it's pretty captivating. Background music during the levels themselves is subtle, not overpowering, so it doesn't distract you from the fights or exploration. All in all, pretty good choices made with regards to the audio, I would say. So, what's the final verdict on Gestalt Steam and Cinder? Well, in my opinion, if you're a fan of Metroidvania, this is definitely a game you're going to enjoy. It delivers a very nice experience, featuring some gorgeous pixel art, good exploration, nice upgrades, challenging bosses, and even some side quests in the form of bounties. It's not all perfect, of course, the game is a bit linear, and there's not a whole lot of replayability once you have it completed, but I still think it's definitely worth your time. It should take you around 6 to 8 hours to finish and will provide you quality entertainment for all of those. If you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more indie game reviews and content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.